Coming up on Win News, the state opposition reveals paramedics missed more than 11,000 meal breaks last financial year, racking up an almost $230,000 bill. Full details tonight at 6.
This is Win News.
Tonight, an accused murderer maintains he accidentally shot a man in Kingston last year. A call for answers after the Pontville Detention Centre was left gutted. And the bitter row continues over Tasmania's Aboriginal Legal Support Service. Good evening, I'm Peter Hughes. A 20-year-old Lenna Valley man accused of murder has maintained he accidentally shot a 41-year-old man in Kingston last year. The Hobart Supreme Court today heard final submissions in the trial of Brodie Lee Price, with a verdict expected as early as tomorrow.
20-year-old Brodie Lee Price has pleaded not guilty to murdering Jason William McPherson after the 41-year-old was found dead on his brother's back porch with a single gunshot wound to the chest. Mr Price has... After 2 weeks and evidence from around 40 witnesses, the court was adjourned late this afternoon with Justice Stephen Escord partway through his closing address. It's expected the jury will retire to consider its verdict tomorrow. Georgia Love, Win News.
The dismantling of the Pontville Detention Centre has been labelled a national disgrace after one mayor visited the facility and found it gutted. But the Premier says the decommissioning should come as no surprise, as the federal government prepares to put the centre up for sale.
He had plans for it to become a community asset, but after touring the Pontville Detention Centre, Mayor Tony Foster has lost all hope.
Parts of the Pacific, including New Zealand, are on tsunami alert tonight after a massive earthquake in South America. The giant 8.3 magnitude tremor struck off the coast of Chile, sending large waves crashing into the coastline just hours later. The death toll sits at 5, but as morning breaks in the disaster zone, authorities are warning it could rise.
Chile might be one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world, but when they strike here, they never fail to shock.
Closer to home, there was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake west of King Island this afternoon. The quake struck at 12:44 at a depth of 10 kilometres. Geoscience Australia says the tremor was felt up to 400 kilometres away. There's been no report of damage or injury. The tremor didn't trigger a tsunami warning. Jacinta Campbell has dismissed rumours swirling about her fiancé Buddy Franklin. She says the Sydney Swans star is doing great and getting the best treatment.
Jacinta Campbell was overseas when the news of Buddy's mental health issues broke.
And he'll be back before we know it.
Time to look at sport now. Here's Brent Costelloe. Good evening.
Evening, Pete. Thank you very much. Coming up, we'll have the latest from Hawthorn ahead of tomorrow night's semi-final against Adelaide at the MCG. In the TSL, North Launceston is currently appealing Daniel Rosendale's suspension at the TSL Tribunal. We'll have the latest soon. Also tonight, we'll take a look back at the highs and lows of season 2015 as the build-up to Saturday's grand final continues, and some sad news with the death of a star Tasmanian racehorse. That's all on the way soon, Pete.
Well, it's very sad indeed. All right, see you later on. And stay with us on Win News. A truck driver escapes with his life after a rollover in the state's north. And new figures reveal a dramatic increase in house fires in Tasmania over winter. You're watching Win News. A truck driver has sustained serious injuries after his semi-trailer rolled in the middle of the busy highway during peak hour in the state's north. Stay with us. Bookings officially being taken for those wanting to tackle Tasmania's Three Capes track, and frenzied clashes as hundreds of Syrian refugees try to enter Hungary. This is Win News. The migrant crisis has descended into violence in Serbia, with hundreds of desperate refugees trying to storm the Hungarian border. Frustrated crowds hurled rocks and bricks, riot police responding forcefully with tear gas and water cannon.
Fenced in and locked out.
Are officially being taken for those wanting to tackle the Tasman Peninsula's Three Capes track. Beginning at Port Arthur, walkers will be taken by boat to begin the 4-day, 3-night experience, taking in Cape Pillar, Cape Hoy and views of Cape Rowell, where the track is yet to be completed. The fully guided experience will be open to walkers from the 23rd of December. Checking on today's weather for you now. It was cloudy in the west and far south with showers throughout the day. Apart from fog in the north this morning, elsewhere was fine and mostly sunny. Partly cloudy on the islands. King made 13 today, Flinders 14. Mostly sunny in the northwest, 16 degrees for Burnie, 17 in Devonport. A shower in Launceston today, up to 18 degrees there. Partly cloudy in the east, 15 degrees for St Helens. Swansea 17. Some rain in the west for Strawn, they made 13 today. And Hobart today, partly cloudy and a top of 18 degrees. I'll have full details for you later. Now, when we come back, a warning from police after a spate of thefts from cars in the state's north. And the winners of this year's City of Hobart National Art Prize revealed. You're on Win News. To finance, and the Australian share market has closed 1.5% higher, with all eyes remaining on the US Fed's interest rate decision tomorrow. The main market indicator, the All Ordinaries Index, up 76.9 points or 1.52%. It was a good day for the big four banks, and the Australian dollar closing up against the major currencies. A spate of thefts from cars in the state's north has prompted a warning from Tasmania Police. It says more than half of the 126 cars broken into in the past 2 months were left unlocked.
There might have been a reduction in home and business burglaries, but police say they're frustrated by the spike in vehicle break-ins.
President Vladimir Putin about same-sex equality.
I'll be interpreter between you and Mr. Putin.
I would love to sit down with the president and discuss things face to face, because I think we can solve many issues together.
Unaware he'd been tricked, Sir Elton posted this to Instagram on Monday, thanking the president for reaching out. That's something my colleague on my left would do. Time for sport now, and a star Tasmanian racehorse in a serious vein now, passing away, Brent Costelloe.
Yeah, he has, Pete, suffering a heart attack. Those details after the break. Also tonight, the latest on Daniel Roosendale's appeal at the TSL Tribunal. Hawthorn has made just one change at the selection table for tomorrow night's semi-final clash against Adelaide. Ryan Schoenmakers and Billy Hartung have both been recalled to replace the injured Jack Gunston.
They're yet to hit their September straps, but the support from the Hawks faithful certainly hasn't waned. They're confident, just like the coach, that last week's slip-up in the West was just an aberration.
If any group's entitled to have an off day, it's probably this group. But we can't afford to be in that sort of nick tomorrow.
A loss would bring down the curtains on Shaw's 15-year career.
In a last-ditch attempt to see North Launceston's Daniel Roosendale play in this weekend's TSL Grand Final, the Bombers are appealing the TSL Tribunal's decision to uphold its one-match ban on the star ruckman. Rebecca Elston filed this report a short time ago.
It's a distraction North Launceston doesn't need, with its grand final clash against Glenorchy just days away. On Tuesday, the TSL Tribunal upheld its decision to rule star ruckman Daniel Roosendale out of Saturday's match, following
this Caulfield Cup, with the win guaranteeing him a run. Over its illustrious career, Banker Mo had 37 starts, winning 12 races and placing in 12. And our thoughts are with the connections of the horse, Pete.
Indeed, and I enjoyed the TSL look back for 2015 too. Good work there. Weather details next, showers tomorrow. You're watching Win News. The weather now, it was cloudy in the west and far south with showers throughout the day. Apart from some fog in the north this morning, elsewhere was fine and mostly sunny. Partly cloudy on the islands today. King got to 13, Flinders 14. Mostly sunny in the northwest, 16 degrees for Burnie, 17 in Devonport. A shower in Launceston today with a top of 18 there. Partly cloudy in the east, St Helens 15, Swansea 17 degrees. Rain over in the west, Strawn making 13 today. And Hobart today partly cloudy and a top of 18 degrees. Now the satellite tonight shows a westerly flow over Tasmania with a weakening trough approach and move over the southern part of the state in the afternoon. Now on the water, swells 3 metres in the south and west. There's a warning tonight, a strong wind warning for the lower east coast and the southeast coast. Now tomorrow's temperatures, a morning shower on King Island 14, showers for Flinders, they're expecting 16 tomorrow. In the northwest, partly cloudy for Burnie 15, possible shower for Devonport also 15, partly cloudy in Launceston tomorrow, they're expecting 16 degrees. Possible shower in the east, St Helens and Swansea both 15. Showers easing in the west for Strawn tomorrow, a top of 15. And Hobart tomorrow, possible morning shower and a maximum 16 degrees expected. Now around the nation, sunny in Darwin and Cairns, a shower in Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne, and partly cloudy in Adelaide and Canberra. Now back here for the next 3 days, the northwest firstly wet on Sunday and Monday with a range of 15 to 16 degrees. Launceston wet right through, 17 to 18. And Hobart should expect showers on Monday with a range of 18 to 19 degrees. Well, there you are. That's Win News for this Thursday. Don't forget you can follow us as usual on Facebook and also on Twitter. I'm Peter Hughes. And from all of us here, a very good night.